First thing you want to do is find some sort of sad sample. I'd recommend trying to find some sort of cover for like a song, and I like choosing these because the quality is already kind of bad to begin with. I think the best ones to use are some sort of like piano or like a real instrument, but like listen to this one, like the audio, it's so bad, it's already like clipping. And then with this one you can hear like the wind and like cars and shit in the background. The sample I'm going to be using for this tutorial is this one that I found on Looperman. I like it because it's nice and sad, and I just heard it today and I thought it'd be perfect to make this video with it. So now you're going to want to go try to find some lo-fi drum kits. If you don't have any, you can find some really good ones on Reddit. Also, you can use like acoustic drum kits. Those will sound like pretty good with this kind of music. I'm going to leave a link to the drum kit that I used for this video in the description. I'm going to start this off by adding some hi-hats and a snare to the sample. The hi-hats and lo-fi beats stand out quite a bit, so make sure to mess around with the velocity. It'll make it sound way more interesting. You should also add in like a secondary hi-hat or maybe like a shaker or a jingle bell. As far as bass goes, I like to use this bass guitar VST. I think it sounds like a little bit more authentic in these kinds of beats, but you can really use anything, any sort of synth bass. I would just stay away from using 808s. Then once you figure out what you want to use, just make a nice kind of pattern like this. Just to finish it up, I'm going to add a rimshot sound and a ride cymbal. Now you're going to want to add isotope vinyl onto the master track, and what that's going to do is just warp all of the audio in the project and just make it sound old. So now you're going to add like a super dramatic sidechain to either like the kick or the snare, or you could do both. Then you're going to want to find some sort of like ambient background noise. I'd recommend like this bar one, or like some rain sound effects, or just like a vinyl sound effect. Those are like the three main ones. What I'm going to be using is this like ambiance sound effect from this Aota drum kit.